First, we're gonna turn this 10% into a decimal, so it'd be 0.10 or 0 decimal, okay? When you see of in math, it means multiply.
Okay.
So times
80.
80, okay? And then we can just punch this in on a calculator.
Okay.
Of 80 equals 8, so 10% of $80 is $8.
Okay, so that
Okay, so the next one would be 0.20 times 250. And what did you get?
50.
$50. Good. So it'd be $50. I know a lot about fractions and decimals. We know that 1/2 is 50%. That one you were able to do in your head. What if I ask you what, let's say, 3 out of 7 is as a percent? Do you know how to do that? Okay, so what you do is you take the numerator, which is the top number, so 3, and we divide it by. When you see this fraction bar, that also means division. So divided by the denominator, which is 7. 3 divided by 7, we're going to do that on a calculator. It's 0.42857, and it goes on. So we're going to round it to 2 decimal places, okay? So
Okay.
I only want 2 digits after the decimal. So I have 4, 2. Now I need to round this 2. I'm either going to round up or I'm going to keep it the same.
You keep it the same and then you go next to it.
Well, we look to the number next to it. Is that greater than 5?
Yeah.
So what happens to this?
It
Changes, yeah? So it becomes 0.43
3.
because we round up. And then we leave it.
Okay.
Okay, so that symbol there means approximately equal to.
Okay.
Okay? Because we rounded it, it's 0.43. So a fraction turned into a decimal is 0.43, but I want to know what that is as a percent.
So it'll be 43%?
Yeah, exactly, 43%. Good. Because percent is always out of what? What's perfect? What's
Percentage?
100%?
Ten.
If I multiply this by 100, watch, 0.43 times 100, I get 43,
43.
which is 43%.
Okay.
We need to write 3% as a decimal.
0.3.
Now, 0.3 would be 30%,
Yeah.
right? What would 3% be?
It'll be just
0 decimals
0.3.
0.3. Good. Okay, so 3%. If you forget how to do it, just take the number and divide it by 100 because it's a percent, right?
Okay.
Percent's always out of 100. So 3 divided by 100 is 0.03.
Okay.
So 3% of 11, so that's 0.03. What does of mean? Do you remember?
Of the times.
Good. Of $11, what do we get? 0.03 times 11.
Equals 0.33.
Okay, good. So 0.33.
So that when I put.
We need to turn this 5% into a decimal.
Okay.
So what's percent out of?
0.5. 0.05.
0.05. Good, because percent's out of 100. And if I take 5, the number 5, and divide it by 100, we'll get 0.05.
Okay.
If I wrote 0.5, that's 50, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and of means
Times 380.
Good, so do 0.05 multiplied by 380, and what do we get? Good, $19. Okay.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.